everyone and welcome. My name is Paballo Massa and I'm from Lesotho. Lesotho is a country in the southern part of Africa and basically landlocked in South Africa. I'm currently a student in K College Mannanam and I'm pursuing my Master of Social Work. And I'm in my second year, which is my final year. So I want to share with you a bit of my thoughts before I came, my experiences so far, and a word of encouragement. So before I came, I had always known that I want to pursue Master of Social Work and in a different place, like in a different country. But it didn't really click that I should come to Asia in particular as a continent. But all I knew is I've wanted something for a change. But finally, I decided, let me go to university where I was introduced to K College Mannanam in a beautiful and incredible department of social work. So before I came, I had a lot of debate, like how will people treat me? Will my studies be effective? How will my life be? I was a bit worried since I was going like so far from home where I can't just say, just one weekend, let me go home, I knew I would be here for the longest time ever, maybe until I complete my studies. Then that's only when I can go back home. But before I came also, besides all those thoughts, I always had a belief in me that social workers should be people who have great personalities. They should be people who are non-judgmental, they should be welcoming, and they should be empathetic. And that is exactly what I got introduced to when I was introduced to the MSW department in K College Mannanam. People in that department are really great. They are very nice. They are welcoming. They are non-judgmental. They give you the space to feel at home. And I really felt at home, and I'm still feeling at home even in this situation of COVID, because I know I've got my lecturers who care. I've got my classmates who care, and they give out their all when it comes to making me feel at home. And that is one of the things that make my studies to be more effective. I don't really have to worry about not being welcome, not being, not feeling at home and such stuff. I'm just okay. I'm okay generally. And then talking of my experiences so far, and especially focusing on the academic experiences, my experiences have really been great up to this moment. What happens in the MSW department is that there's theory, where you are taught in the classrooms by your lecturers, give you study materials, help you learn in all ways. And then besides that, there's also practical sessions, which are really incredible and which I really love, because it's the 21st century. We should be practical. We should actualize everything that we learn. And all those theoretical sessions need to integrate the theory that you've learned into practice through what is called field practicum. So each and every semester has its own field practicum, and then there's also the other field practicum at the end of all the semesters. So this is where everybody gets the chance and the opportunity to integrate all the knowledge that they've learned in the classroom context into practice. And it's an incredible experience ever. That's where you are able to spot your strengths, your weaknesses, and where you should polish yourself, where you should nurture yourself more. And that's when you're going to be a competent social worker. And besides the field practicum, there are a lot of activities that happen, and we are all engaged in all those activities. You're not just introduced to the final product of the activity, but from the inception of the activity itself till it's completed, we are all hands-on. So you get to understand what happened for this to be like this. Why are we having this? That is very incredible. You know exactly what is going on. You know exactly what is happening in the background for one to end up having a final product. And besides activities, there are also a lot of programs, educational programs, informational programs, or informative programs per se. And it's really exciting because you get to learn more. Apart from the programs, you also attend a lot of webinars, workshops, of which they're very helpful too, because that's when you add more to the knowledge that you have. And remember, after securing all the knowledge, you still have chance to go integrate everything that you know, all the skills, into practice when you go for the field practical. So for everybody else who's still studying, especially the first years, since they still have a bit of a journey to complete, I want to encourage you to work very hard, invest yourself in what you're doing, especially in your academics. Pay attention to details. Have that spirit of I want to know. Have the spirit of I'm a fighter, even if I feel like sometimes things are not going my way. Social workers are fighters because at the end of the day, you need to solve problems. So never give up in anything. I know sometimes you might feel like there's a lot of things to do, which is normal. Sometimes you feel like there are a lot of programs, a lot of activities, a lot of work to do. But just tell yourself you're a fighter, and at the end of the day, you'll come out victorious. And it is for your best, it is for the good to invest in your studies. And there's a say that hard work pays. So it starts now for you to work really hard, because at the end of the day, you'll reap whatever you sow. And for everybody else out there who maybe has not yet figured out where to go to pursue the Master of Social Work, I would encourage you, for sure. I will assure you that if you come to K College Mannanam, the MSW department is the best family one can ever want to have in their life. You learn a lot of things, you meet great personalities. It's a very good department. It gives chance and opportunity to anyone despite anything that is going on. So everybody who is yet to figure out, please, you can hand yourself over to the MSW department in K College Mannanam. And having said this so far, I think this will be the end. And thank you very much for your time. I know you're going to listen and watch this. May the good Lord bless you. And thanks so much.